Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs Lady Edition, sponsored by Smitten by Invicta. I'll be your tour guide today, John, and today we have the Grand Diver 40 millimeter with the Ronda R-150, and this comes with the interchangeable bracelet and the Stingray Strap. So with that, let's jump over to the bench and get this ride going. All right, here we are on the bench with the Grand Diver 40 millimeter. This is model 33613. This is the limited edition. This is number 226 of 400. This is featuring the sapphire crystal. It is the platinum mother of pearl. The water resistance on this is 30 atmospheres, 300 meters, 990 feet. This is running the Ronda R-150 Mecano automatic. Has a bi-directional winder on the inside. It's a 25 joule, about 40-hour run time. 28,800 vibrations per hour, which equates to 8 steps every second, which goes to why it runs so smooth. The standard deviation on this is plus or minus 12 seconds a day. This does have 180 diamonds of 0.9 millimeter, and this does have the interchangeable bracelet over here, and then you've got the Stingray strap. So Smitten set all this up for me. So this is a diamond bracelet she would wear with this. This is actually Pam McCoy souffle. I think that's how it's pronounced. And then this is one of the rings. I think it's sapphire, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course the earrings that she paired up with this. But with that, let's take this guy off here. And we'll take the bracelet off because we'll work with that here in a second. Let me move this off to the side, and now that we're there, let me do a quick little adjust to get set up for this and get right to it. So here's your bracelet, and it's already been sized for her. And of course you've got the blue Stingray strap. All of this on here, and you can see the Mecano R-150, all the details in it. And of course, you got the rotor that as it swings either direction, the clutching system makes it so that it winds the mainspring in either direction, which is a bit unique. You've got all of your information, your 300 meters. This is stainless. Limited edition, Swiss movement, sapphire crystal, all that good stuff, Invicta Reserve. And then on the inside, if I can get this thing to focus, I had it for a second. There we go. 25 joule, Swiss made, and it's got an Invicta monogrammed rotor on here. Of course, we've got all the detail of the Stingray, and in this blue color, it's just really pretty. And of course you've got the platinum mother of pearl, which you just get some really crazy colorations on this. And of course the 8 steps a second is where you get such a smooth movement on the second hand sweep. This is a screw down crown, and of course pull it out one, change the date, pull it out again, change the time, all that sort of stuff. And we'll set this guy back in. Well, let me fix that before I go too far. It's all right. So we'll just set that to there. Screw that back down. Of course, the bezel is fixed, and then we have all the diamonds going around it. No diamonds on the face, but just a really beautiful platinum mother of pearl. But with that, let me drop down here. We're going to turn this thing inside out and change it out to the bracelet. So the way this works, and I always have to think about it. Okay, I'm going to do it this way and see if I did it right. I'm pretty sure. So you just line this up. Let me get my meat hooks out of the way. So you line this up, and you can see there's like a notching system that it naturally will slide down in. And you just push this in, you get on the table. There we go. Swing this one around. Of course, it's going to line up the same. Pop this guy open so we can get to it. Turn it around. It's the first time I've done this on camera, and I can tell you it's not as easy as they make it out on TV when they're doing it. So all the props to them. And if I did everything backwards, of course, I had a 50-50 shot, didn't I? And I blew it. But it's all right. We'll just we'll get it right this time. So we'll slide that guy there. Wow. This is really not as easy as they make it out on TV. Okay. So now we've got it right because I put it on my wrist and the clasp comes towards me, so I know I've got it right. So all of that being said, let's we'll pull this off here and go back to the strap, because that's how she wears it. So I'll put it back to that so I don't have to mess with it later. So that goes in there. Oops. Oh, I missed. Boy, this is really not nearly as easy as, you know, when you're doing it and you're doing it and then you're not trying to have anyone watch you do it. It's like it's a lot easier. Now all of a sudden I can't get this thing to lock in. All right. Whew! Made it. Okay. Thank goodness I didn't have a timer on that. I'm sure y'all can figure out how long that took me. So it took me a second, but all right. So we'll set this guy down over here, and so let's jump over to the microscope and take a look. And here we are under the microscope and taking a look at this. Just a really amazing timepiece. Of course, I mean, I have quite a few Ronda R-150s, but this is Smitten's first one. And we've got just some really nice detail here. You've got, you know, the silver chromed out going around the hour markers, and some really nice detail at the date window. And then of course, you know, you got your 2 rows of diamonds. Let's see if we can get some good light on that. There we go. And all the prong set and the mother of pearl. I mean, you can just see all of the little like layers of the natural material. It almost looks like clouds, and it's just so amazing. Of course, this is a Swiss movement and all of that, but you know, this mother of pearl is just amazing. All the different colors that you're getting, and the you got all the loom here on the hour and minute hands, and of course you've got such a smooth 8 steps a second on the sweep of the second hand. And let's bring in some of the Stingray on the leather here. I mean, just really great details on this leather. And if we can, let's see, so we can kind of see how this system works. Let me just take that out, and you can kind of see right in there the little pin system that pushes it up and over right here. So down inside, that's what that ball inside pushes it out, and then this is the little trough that the pin sets in. Let's see if we can't. So you've got where it just lines up here and just locks in, if I can get it. It's wanting to fight me. Sorry about that. There we go. So we're back in, all locked in. Of course, these are the little release buttons, and of course, here's a good look at the back of this thing with a strap. You can really see all the details of the and the rotor and all of that, and some of the jewels on the movement. Just really impressive. Let's see if I can get to. There it is. There's your balance wheel up there, and you can see it moving back and forth, and you can see the ruby right here, and this little screw, from what I can see, is going to adjust, which deals with the accuracy and making minor adjustments and all of that. So just a really cool look at the inside workings of this Ronda R-150 and the crown, but we've seen that already. But and just some of the diamonds here, we'll kind of just sweep around and take a look at some of these and all the prong sets. I mean, it's just really well put together, and an amazing looking watch. And movement. And with that, let's jump back to the bench and finish that guy out. And here we are back from the microscope. So that was a really interesting look at this dial and all the movements and on the inside. And let's throw some calipers on this. So I get 40.6, thickness 14.9. I'm not going to go off these little knobs, but I'm going to go right off of there. So I get 28.3. So on the strap, we'll go 18.8, 5.6 thickness, and the span on this, go right inside there. So I get 42 even. Now let me see. The bracelet itself, is this thing going to taper? So 19, so it does. So we've got 19.6 at the top, and then it tapers down to like 17.8, and then the bracelet thickness itself is 4. So we got all of that. And grab my scale, bring that guy in here. So here we are in ounces. So that's 3.5. I'm going to do it this way just because I'm going to have to change stuff out. And we'll go to grams. So that's 101. Now let me take this off again. We're going to add the bracelet as it is sized, and we'll put all that together. So 172 in grams, and in ounces with the bracelet, I get 6 even. So that's the numbers on all of that. So we've got all of that done. So let's just put everything back together. play nice. Okay. Get it in there. Yeah, I think I did. Yep. Okay. So it's back to how she wears it. So that's the good part. But with that, let's give a few shout. And we'll give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion, and of course YouTube sensations Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page talking about all things collecting and family, and of course Tommy Big Time focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. Of course, Meat and I journaling their weight loss surgery and entrepreneurship, and of course D&Q chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Unboxed Sneaks. Has a great show illustrating men's sneakers and the lifestyle and fashion that goes with it. And of course, we do the majority of our shopping on Shop HQ and Bulldog Shopping Network and Invicta stores. Shout out to Facebook groups, Invicta Vets, and all of the other great Invicta groups that are out there. You know, if you go out and just start searching, I guarantee you'll find something that has a community built around you and all the things that you enjoy, including your Invicta timepieces. But let me finish this video out, so I'll see you in a second. And that was a pretty interesting look at the Ronda R-150. I know Smitten was really excited about this. This was her first Ronda R-150. You know, first time they put something in the smaller lady size, so that was pretty special for her. And the blue Stingray, you just don't see a lot of that. But with that, I want to close out and say thanks to everyone for watching, thumbing up and all that good stuff, commenting. I really appreciate it. It helps me kind of keep going with making these. And with that, I say enjoy your Invicta timepieces, and I'll see you next time on Invicta Specs Lady Edition. Take care.